There was this time that I've been traumatized about a job. There is this job that I love so much, but the reason why I was traumatized, I think, is because of my much expectations. I was, I expect a lot from my colleagues, from my boss, from me myself, and from the job. And the reason why I said I have been expecting a lot from them because my boss, I think she see me as a daughter, which I am not, and my colleagues, I see them as family and friends, which we are not. And my own self, I think I could be a perfect person that could never make a mistake, which I'm a human, so definitely. And the job, I expect a lot from the job because I see the job as something that will change me entirely, my family and everything. So I think there was no better job out there. I think I would say this. That was my expectations. I think that is the better job I could see anywhere
at that time.
and maybe ever in my life. And it wasn't like that because I came to realize that life is step by step. You need a step to get somewhere. So I think I have some issues with the colleagues and the boss, and I was sacked from the job, which is one of the job I think that started to my life started changing. You know, when you get to have something high which you haven't had it before, you will be so excited and have a lot of expectations, and that is why I was traumatized because of the high expectations. I was sacked from the job and I decided to go back home. I don't know where to start. I cry all day. I don't eat. I don't talk to anyone. I decided to be alone all day. And I see life like it's come an end. I don't even want to talk about it. Whenever someone is talking to me about maybe my mom,
Sorry.
oh my dad, all I do is to cry. I don't want to talk about it. So I think that was the time I decided to tell myself that I will do better, and you don't really actually need someone to be better. You need God, you need Allah to push you through, and you actually need something to push you through to do better, because everything need a step. And I decided to come closer to Allah. I pray much more. I decided to expect much from Allah, not from human. And I move forward. I start calculating because I'm a Virgo. I think too much. You know, Virgo people. If you know zodiac sign, you know Virgo people.
Yeah.
I think too much. Every little thing that happens to me, I will start thinking, overthink before you know I'm sick, before you know I'm having headaches. So I think a lot, and I decided to maybe see that life is not the end, and I could do better. I decided to start going into people's DM on Facebook, my friends, to start asking, because I'm a fashion stylist. I work with fashion companies. I think I can work with anybody. So that was the time I started asking my friends, please, do you know anyone that I can work with? Please, can you connect me? Please, do you know any agent that can connect me with a job? And from there, because I was trying and Allah helped me, I had a friend and he decided to connect me with a job in Lagos via Ajola Deku, and that was the time I worked with Isi Atagame. And when I worked with her, she loved me so much. She does everything for me. She doesn't even want anything. Yes. She doesn't even want anything that will touch me. Even the creative director, that was Mr. Mike, he really likes me. I think his closest friend. He can ask me, do you want to eat? Are you hungry? And I think I even stay with her. Aside from the company, I stay with her too. Like she may tell me, Zara, do you want to go home? That is her place to spend a weekend, and I will say yes. He will ask me, do you want to come to my place? That is the creative director, Mr. Mike. I will say no. I just want to be in the company. I think, one of the best stylists that they have ever had. That is the story that they told me. I am the best. That is why they really like me. Any kind of style you get to me, it will be sought out. So that was the time that I came to realize that I could do better than who am I before. And before you know, I think I worked with 4 companies in Lagos before I came back to Abuja. That was last 2 years. And when I came back to Abuja, I think I work with 7 now. So I'm so happy. So I think all you had to do when you lose something, you don't really have to see that the life has come to an end, because God is with you, and when you pray, you're gonna see the way.
I think the last speaker actually spoke quite a lot of things I would also have loved to talk about. The truth is, no man you can't put your faith in any human, because as human beings we are very limited, and if we don't want to experience too much disappointment, the best thing is to not have so much expectations or put too much faith and trust in people, because even they themselves can fail themselves. Not now talk about not talk of you. So sometimes, I mean, it happens because things just happen beyond people's control, not necessarily because they want to disappoint you. So when you manage your expectations, you actually manage your disappointment, and then it helps you to also plan yourself. It helps you to put more faith in God, and then plan your own strategies ahead, so that while you are hoping and believing that if God chooses to use this person in your situation, fine. If it doesn't happen, then what is God saying? So it helps you to put more trust, to depend more on God than humans. And let me quickly cite Abraham's case, for example. While he was waiting and trusting God for a child, it took years, but something helped him, his faith. You understand? So I want to believe that, faith in God is it's key in helping us to manage. It will go a long way to help us to manage our expectations, and so we don't get too much disappointed in life. That's what drives a lot of people to suicide, and to doing all sorts of things. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Life is that nobody owes you anything. No human being owes you anything. Even your mother does not owe you care. If she decides to care for you, she decides to whatever, it's just because, God has touched her heart to do that. Nobody owes you anything. So, whatever expectation that you have in life, you need to put it with God and put it on yourself. Or nobody owes you anything. And whether you like it or not, things don't always work out the way we expect it to. But one thing I've realized is that things always work out, but maybe they don't just work out how we expect it to work out. Maybe the path is not really what we expect it to be. But so when it comes to managing expectations, honestly speaking, I really don't put much expectations on people per se. I think that for majority of the things that I've wanted and I've needed or whatever, I honestly just take it to God in prayer. And that's the person that I put all my expectations on, because the truth of the matter is that even a man that really wants to even help you, that person can wake up tomorrow or might not even wake up tomorrow. I might not be able to help you. Like I was watching one movie day before yesterday. The man was about to announce her promotion and everything, because the guy is the owner of the company. And just before he did that, he had a heart attack and he passed on. Unfortunately for her, the son took on the company, and the son was just, in fact, the way the son was even doing budget cut here, budget cut there, it wasn't good, and the son was even willing to was even ready to even sell the company to anybody. So she put all her expectation. You can imagine waiting for 20 years for a particular position, putting all her expectation on this one man. And the minute this man was ready to do what she had been expecting to do, he passed on.
Wow.
So you don't put your expectations in man or even in your own ability, You have to put it in God. Whatever it is that you set definitely whatever it is you do, you want to do it well. Whatever expectations you have to really place it in God's hands, because it's only God that doesn't disappoint. Everybody else can disappoint willingly and unwillingly. Somebody that said, "Oh, I'll give you money tomorrow," and then the next thing they call the person and said that their mother or their father or their child needs to go for a life-threatening surgery, and it's all their money in their accounts that they have to use to. Would that person think about you? Or all of a sudden the person falls sick? Would the person think about? The person will not think about you now. I mean, you have hinged all your expectations on that person. So that's just my belief, Sha. I believe that number one, you don't go through life thinking that anybody owes you anything. And number two, whatever expectations you have, whatever expected end, it's only God. They said that I can't remember. He said something about giving you an expected end. I don't know why the Bible verse is just in my mind. So that's my own thing. I don't expect anything from anybody. It's just me and my God. Thank you.